Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, Hispanic Heritage Month starts on September 15th and it ends on October 15th. It is a time in the United States where we recognize the contributions that Hispanic and Latin Americans have made to our heritage and our history. So here at Mrs. Mom's Homeschool, we are a Puerto Rican family. We come from a Puerto Rican background, both my husband and I. Our parents and ourselves were raised here in the United States and born here in the United States, but our grandparents and great-grandparents and so on and so forth were mostly born in Puerto Rico. So being from a Puerto Rican home, we typically eat for dinner typical Puerto Rican recipes. And one of my family's favorites is arroz con habichuela y chuletas fritas, which is rice and beans and fried pork chops. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make that dish. When I'm cooking my meals, I normally am making everything at the same time. So I'm going to show you step by step on what I do. So first, to make the rice, I use my rice cooker. Normally you would use this big old rice pot, which I do have one, but it's just so much easier and quicker for me to use the rice cooker. So I'm going to show you how I make my white rice using the rice cooker. So the ingredients you're going to need are oil, white rice, salt, and water. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to put in the amount of rice that you want. So for our family, we usually do 3 cups of rice for a family of 5. So we have this little measuring cup that we keep beside the rice, and we do 3 cups of rice to 4 cups of water. Then you put in about, I say about a teaspoon of salt. I usually measure it by eye. And maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of oil so that the rice doesn't stick. When you pour it all together, you mix it one time, put your rice cooker top on, and put it to cook, and just leave it there until it's ready. For the beans, what you're gonna need is a can of pink bean, a can of tomato sauce or salsa, some sazon, which is a seasoning, some sofrito, which is the base for most Puerto Rican dishes. And if you're interested in how to make sofrito, you can check out my card here and you'll see how my husband and I made our first sofrito and how to get that. You can also buy it at a Hispanic store if you have one near you, or you could go without it, but it does make the beans taste so much better when you use it. So I usually also use ham bouillon, but I didn't have any today, so I had to skip that ingredient. You will also need a potato. I also need a little bit of oil. So what you do first is you put some oil in the pot and you put in your sofrito. Let it saute, and once it smells really good, you're gonna add your potato. Chop up potato into cubes, into small bite-sized pieces. Add that into your sofrito and your oil. Saute your potato and your sofrito for a little bit, and then add about a 1/2 can of your salsa. You're also going to add a whole packet of sazon, and if you have ham bouillon, you want to add a little bit of that. Once you mix that up and saute it and it smells really good, you're then going to add your whole can of beans with the liquid inside and everything, and then you're going to fill your can of beans with water and pour that into the pot as well. Once it's boiling, you lower it down to simmering and you cook it for about 15 minutes until the potatoes are soft, stirring frequently. You can also cover it to minimize the splatter. Next, I'm going to be making my pork chops. We don't eat a lot of fried foods, but we do love fried pork chops. What we use on our pork chops is sazon and adobo. You can find these at your local supermarket most of the time in the Latin aisle or the Hispanic aisle or whatever it's called where you live. So you just pour some of these on both sides of the pork chops. Heat up some oil. We normally have some oil stored for the times that we do fry our meat, and we just keep it to save oil, and also has the flavor of the other meat. Put your pork chops in when the oil's nice and hot. We like ours very crispy, so I like to fry mine really fried. My daughter doesn't like hers too fried, but my husband and I love ours nice and crispy. Once you're done, everything's nice and ready. You just serve it on a plate and let your family tear it up. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. You guys can go ahead and check it out. If you like more videos like this on other dishes that we make, I can definitely make videos of those for you guys. And so check out the playlist in the description below. Come back every week for Hispanic Heritage Month, and I will be posting different videos in collaboration with other Hispanic YouTubers so that you guys can check those out. So once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.